Hey folks, it's Dr. Sam, and I'm taking a break from my morning walk. I received a question today. It's a very interesting one, and I think it applies to a lot of people. And it has to do with if you're doing some kind of healing modality, especially complementary healing modality, sometimes things may get worse before they get better. Or you may notice that things actually get better immediately, and then there's a fluctuation where they get better and they get worse and they get better and they get worse. I'll take, for example, some parents that I'm consulting with kids who have crossed eyes. And they've opted to do some of the vision therapy eye exercises and wear less prescription of eyeglasses. And they find that their kids sometimes go through a real breakup period or a real chaotic phase. And they ask me, is this normal? So I'm going to bring back the days when I was training at the Gazelle Institute. Most of you haven't heard of the Gazelle Institute. This was affiliated with the Yale Study Center, and it opened in 1948. A great doctor, Dr. Arnold Gazelle, opened this center, and he did a lot of research on human development. And I went there in the mid 80s and learned a lot from his institute. I actually spent a year there learning about child development and how to treat learning disabilities, dyslexia, minimal brain dysfunction. And one of the key concepts that I learned from Dr. Gazelle was that there's a spiral of development that happens, and there are different stages. And one of the stages is called the breakup stage. This is really normal. Think of it this way. Let's say you're doing something that you normally do and it's familiar and it's easy, and then all of a sudden somebody shows you a whole new way to do this particular task. And you go, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to relearn everything. It's going to create some stress for a little bit of time. And you're going to find that the familiar ways of doing things aren't going to work for you anymore. So you kind of go into a little bit of a tizzy, you get stressed out, you question yourself. And this is all part of a normal development of learning. That in learning, you can go through a phase of, wow, breakup stage. And then eventually, once you reorganize, you're going to reorganize to a much higher level of efficiency. So this can occur if you're doing any kind of complementary therapy, if you're taking certain supplements or vitamins, or doing some physical eye therapy exercises. You might find that you go through this spiral change where things may feel like they're getting worse for a little bit, and then they're going to get better. So stay with it, trust the process. Gazelle researched this very closely in his work, and it's something that I've observed for a long time in my clinical practice. So that's my message for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take good care.